Hello, welcome to Yoga for Birthers. I am Madison Aguirre and I am 35 weeks pregnant. This class will stretch through your whole body and have a focus on guiding baby into an optimal position for labor. Please have support tools like a block or a bolster or pillows. Have some water and let us begin. We can begin with some breath work, either sitting on our ball or on our knees on our mat. We'll inhale into the belly, fully expanding, and on an exhale, we'll pull the belly inward to the spine, tucking the tailbone. Going at the pace of your own breath, inhale into the belly, and exhale, pull the belly in. I love to use this time to come into the body, gather your intention for your practice today, and center yourself. Inhale into the belly and exhale to pull the belly in. Beautiful. Now again, either on your ball or on your knees, we'll inhale the right arm high and tilt over to the left side for a side body stretch. Taking an inhale into the ribs. And we'll come back to center. And we can take the left arm up and exhale, tilt over to the right side. Inhaling into the ribs to feel a beautiful expansion. And we can put our ball away for now and make our way over onto our hands and knees on the mat. We'll take the knees out to the edges of the mat and walk our hands forward, dropping our chest down onto the mat. You can use a pillow or your bolster underneath your belly or your chest to help assist you. And drop into our puppy pose. We will begin here in order to allow gravity to lift baby out of the pelvis. The rest of our practice we will use to guide baby into the optimal fetal position for labor. You can begin doing forward-leaning inversions or puppy pose daily at about 20 weeks gestation to improve baby's position in your uterus. We can begin to slowly lift ourselves back up onto all fours. And we'll get into our cat-cow, dipping the belly and looking up on our inhale. And we'll exhale to round through the spine and pull the belly into the spine. Going at your own pace, using your breath to guide you. And we can begin hip circles. You can add your shoulders into this. Make this as fluid of a motion as you'd like, rounding through the spine. Then you can switch directions with your hips. And as we come back to center, we'll shift our weight over onto our right knee, take our left leg out to the side, and on an exhale, we'll push the hips back. We'll inhale to come back up, going at your own pace. And let's take our leg back to center. You can shimmy out your hips, and we'll shift our weight over onto the left knee and take the right leg out. Inhale and exhale, send the hips back. Inhale to come back up. Take the leg back in, shimmy out the hips once again, and we'll tuck the back toes and push our hips up into the air for downward dog. You can take the feet out as far apart as you need to accommodate for your baby. Maybe pedal out the knees. We'll inhale, lift the heels, exhale them back down, and we'll inhale, step the feet to the top of the mat and hang heavy in your forward fold. Again, keeping your feet as far apart as you need to. You can grab your opposite elbows and sway side to side. We'll inhale, slide the hands up the shins to halfway lift, and exhale, fold back down. Inhale, slowly rise, lifting the arms into the sky, and we'll exhale the hands to our heart center. We'll inhale the hands to the sky once more, and exhale into cactus arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift the arms, and we'll tilt over to the left side with the right arm high. And back to center, and we'll inhale over to the right side with the left arm high. And back to center. Inhale to lift the arms, and we'll exhale, dive it back down to the mat. From here, we'll step the right foot back and drop the knee. And we'll lift into our low lunge, gently leaning forward into the left knee. We'll take the right hand to meet our right hamstring and tilt over to the right for a side body stretch. And we can come back to center. We'll inhale, straighten the front leg, and exhale to hinge forward at the hips. We're avoiding rounding through the back, keeping our spine straight. On an inhale, we'll shift our weight forward and bend the knee back into low lunge. And exhale, straighten the leg back into our fold. Inhale to low lunge and exhale to fold, going at your own pace. And once we're back into our lunge, we'll heel toe the foot out to the side, toes pointing out. We'll inhale, take the right arm up, tilting over to the left. We'll take a big inhale, and on our exhale, we'll bring the arm down and around for arm circles. Exhaling down and inhaling the arm into the air, using your breath to guide you. And as we come back up, we'll shift our weight forward into the knee, doing some gentle rocks forward and backwards. It might feel good to have your mat rolled up under your knee or have a blanket underneath your knee. Next, we'll set up into our yogi squat so we can plant the hands and we'll hop our back foot to meet our front foot. We want the toes pointed out, the spine long and straight, and our elbows can push into our knees. You can do some gentle rocks side to side to deepen the stretch. And we can plant the hands. We'll lift the hips into the air, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And inhale, we'll slowly rise, lifting the arms high. And exhale the hands to heart center. Taking another inhale and exhale, dive it back down. And this time we're stepping the left foot to the back of the mat. We'll drop the knee and inhale into our low lunge. We'll take the left arm to meet our left hamstring for a side body stretch. And come back to center. Inhale the legs straight and exhale to hinge forward at the hips, keeping a nice straight spine. And we'll bend the leg, come forward into our low lunge, and exhale back to hinge. Inhale to lunge and exhale to hinge. Now that we're in our lunge, we'll heel toe the foot outward, pointing the toes out. And we'll inhale the left arm high, tilting over onto the right leg. We'll take a big inhale, and on our exhale, we'll take the arm down and around and do arm circles. Inhaling the arm up and exhaling down. And we can begin our gentle rocks, putting our weight into the front knee. And we can plant the hands. We'll tuck the back toes and bring our back foot to meet our front foot with the toes pointed outward and our elbows into our knees. We can rock side to side, deepening our stretch in our yogi squat. We can plant the hands. We'll lift the hips, halfway lift, fold back down, and inhale, rise, and bring the hands to heart center. We'll inhale the arms up, and exhale, dive it down. Here's where we can grab our block or our prop, place it in between our knees, and sink down into our chair pose, squeezing the block with the knees. Keeping a straight spine, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, and tucking the tailbone. Beautiful. We can release our hold. We'll take the left foot to the back of the mat and pivot the heel down. We'll lift our arms up, bending the front knee into our warrior one, making sure we're holding baby into the spine. On an inhale, we'll open the arms into warrior two, facing the left. We'll inhale, and on our exhale, we can bring our right elbow onto our right knee into our side angle. Maybe you can open your arms out all the way, or you can keep your elbow rested on your knee. We'll inhale to come up and straighten out our front leg, tilt forward into our triangle pose. We're making sure to keep our belly pulled into the spine. And as we come up, we'll take our right arm up into Sky Archer and gently pull on it with our left arm, feeling a beautiful stretch in the side body. Beautiful flow. We can windmill our hands down to the mat and step our feet back into our downward dog. And we can gather yourself for a moment. We'll do a couple rounds of knee hovers, exhaling on the hover and inhaling the hips back up. We're strengthening and stabilizing the core here, moving with the breath. On our next inhale, we'll walk our feet to the top of the mat. We'll inhale to halfway lift, exhale to fold, and inhale slowly rise, lifting the arms high, and exhaling the hands to center. We'll inhale the arms up, and exhale, we can grab our prop and place it in between our knees, and sink into our chair pose for one more hold, making sure the spine is straight. And we can release our prop. This time we'll take our right foot to the back of the mat and pivot our heel. With the knee bent, we'll inhale the arms high into our warrior one, making sure we are keeping our belly pulled into the spine. And we'll inhale to open the arms into our warrior two, staying low with the hips. We'll take an inhale, and on an exhale, we'll bring the left elbow onto the left knee for our side angle. And as we inhale to come up, we'll straighten the front leg, tilt forward, and dip down into our triangle. We'll inhale to send our left arm into the air and gently pull on our arm with our right hand. We'll take an inhale and exhale to windmill the hands down to the mat, and we'll step our foot back into our downward dog, pedaling out the knees if you need to. And we'll do another round of knee hovers, exhaling to hover and inhaling the hips up. And we can release down to the mat. Here's where you can grab your ball again. We're going to begin some assisted sumo squats. You can also hold on to the wall or a chair if you don't have a ball. We'll take the feet out wide apart, pointing the toes outward, and dip down as if we're sitting into a chair, and do 10 squats. And we can put away our ball. We'll come down onto the mat, onto our hands and knees, and begin fire hydrants. We want to pull the belly into the spine, and we're going to take our knee up and out to the side, squeezing the glutes, and making sure our back is staying straight. And we can come back to center, shimmy out the hips, and we'll start on the other side, pulling the belly into the spine and squeezing the glutes. And we can come back to center and shimmy out the hips once again. Now we'll make our way over onto our back. I like to lay on my side and then roll over onto my back. We're going to do our glute bridges, lifting through the hips and squeezing the hamstrings and the glutes. And we'll inhale, come back down to the mat, and exhale to pull up and squeeze. Going at the pace of your own breath. And as we come up, we'll do one more hold, squeezing through the glutes. And we can release. Now we'll take our knees up, give ourselves a gentle rock side to side. You can also take your peace fingers and grab your big toe to come into a full happy baby. Let's roll over onto our side to come up, and we'll set up for our final posture, Shavasana. For today's class, I recommend lying on your left side. You can place your pillows or your bolster in between your legs for comfort, and even lay your head on your block or your bolster. Lying on the left side is going to further encourage your baby's position. And we can begin to relax into this pose. We'll shut down the eyes, relax the muscles in the forehead. Maybe you can place your hand on your belly and connect with your babies, and use this time to appreciate your practice today and honor your body. Stay here as long as you need to, but whenever you're ready, you can wiggle out your fingers and your toes. Bring some awareness back into the body and meet me in a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me in our practice today. I'm wishing you and your baby a positive and empowering birth experience. Namaste.